Hey guys, this is Dinosaur Drawer, and welcome to part 2 of how to draw the acrocanthosaurus. So, let's put some flesh around it. And let's first focus on the arm, actually. So you can just, thicken up the bones. Make some lines surrounding it, and just like this. So know that its fingers over there, and do the same on every single one. Just like that. And get some flesh around its belly and its leg, actually. So you want to start over here somewhere, and it's gonna be a little bit thicker than normal because it's not stretched. When you stretch your muscle, it gets thinner, actually. And I think that this part is not exactly right, but let's just make its nails a little bit longer. Alright, and the tail, its neck, actually. You can make some rimples into this because just like in the Spinosaurus, it seems to have some spines on its back. Later on we can put those spines in there, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do it, but let's focus the camera. Alright. And also over here, let's just thicken its skull just a little bit. Because in the skeletons, the bones in the skeletons might have been, there might be broken pieces, and maybe its eyebrow was a little bit longer, you never know, or a little bit bigger. Alright, its throat. So there we've got the basic, and actually I forgot this part. Just like bird feet. I don't really like the look of this, so I'm gonna erase it and get some new ones actually in there. I like the look of that a little more. I think it's a little bit better. Just a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit thinner. That's better. Alright, and now you can actually erase all the bones that you draw before. And actually, this is just a quick way of how I draw my dinosaurs, mostly of the time. In the how to draw videos, I never actually use this technique, but when I'm drawing and I have all the time that I need for that particular drawing, then I mostly of the time use the skeleton type of way to draw an actual dinosaur. And I think that my mistake on this dinosaur is that I think its legs are a little bit too far at the back of its body, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe if I make a longer and thicker tail, but I can't put it on the paper so you guys can actually see it, but if I make this tail a little bit thicker, then the illusion is that it's going to be longer, and if its tail is going to be longer, then the back of its body will be heavier. So alright, we've got the basics. Actually, let's erase every unnecessary line. And in my reference photo, it didn't show another front paw, but maybe I'll just draw one in the future. Never know. Let's... Oh, I forgot to erase these lines. Alright, this is where its eye is going to be. We've got this hole, which we want to save for later, and we want to put some shadow over there later on. Alright, so let's actually put in some lines. I'm sorry, it wouldn't focus. So we basically want shoulder to be over here because its spine seems to be a little bit too big. So alright, let's put in some shadow parts. So over here you want some shadow to be. And don't go too dark right away, because you need to be able to correct your faults. I mean your mistakes. Sorry. So just the parts which are the darkest of the whole drawing, you want to make them a little darker than the rest of it. And you can just go over it and go over it until you've got the right tone. Alright, let's see, I want here to be one big muscle actually, so I'm gonna put this line in, and there's gonna be shadow over there. And maybe I want its ribs to be seen partly, a few of its ribs actually. And then I want to put one line over there, and this way you can just get some detail into your drawing without actually putting in too much shadow already. And I want a line over there. And a few more lines over here. And let's make some arteries. And a few over there, and just some lines, some random lines. Put a bit of shadow over there. A bit of shadow over there. And I'm sorry, but my feet are getting numb. I have to sit down just for a little while. And with that I mean that I was just sitting on the ground and sitting on my knees, and that's why I have to sit down on a chair right now. Yeah, let's get some muscle into it. And I want one muscle line to be over here and one over here. And let's make it pretty rounded. One line over there. And well, let's first get some detail into its face. And maybe I can actually zoom in on its face, on its head. So it's easier for you guys to see. And I don't know if it's focusing. Alright, that's a lot better. So, alright. I want to make an eyebrow over here. Just something like this. So that's gonna be an eyebrow. Just like on a T-Rex. One bony ridge over here. And let's continue on drawing some random scales actually. As we go farther down its head. Just like that. And I want to make some skin folds around its eye actually, because I find it looking pretty good. Some skin folds around its eye. And that's also just a bit of extra detail into your drawing. And I want its ear to be over there. Make it very dark and get some skin folds around it. And later on you can also add the shadow into it, like I'm doing right now. Just a bit of shadow and making these scales a little bit darker actually. And then you can also get some random lines into here, so it looks like you've got some scales down there. And put some shadow into it. So this way you can make a pretty good looking drawing in a very short amount of time. Let's also get some shadow around this place. And actually its head does not have to be very detailed at all, because it's the smallest part of your drawing, but you can make it as detailed as you want. So you don't have to follow a certain pattern or anything, as long as your skills are well, actually you do have to follow a pattern, because I find it looking better if you use bigger scales where you have more space, just like I'm doing now. Right now I'm creating more bigger scales because I've got a little more space left, and it's a lot faster too. Just like that. And it still doesn't really look very good, but if you add some shadow into it, let's first finish this part. And you can also do just something like this. Make some lines, make some different lines, and then just putting random skills everywhere. You can't really see what a hole was, but if you darken it in just for a little bit, there you have it. And from close up it does not really look that good, but when I zoom out I'm sure that it will look pretty good. So let's quickly do its bottom jaw, and just like I just said, where you have more space you can get some more bigger scales into that extra space you've got. But as you go down the bottom jaw, you want your scales to be smaller and smaller. And again, you don't have to follow a certain pattern or something. Just like that. And let's create this kind of flap of skin, and there you have it. And if I zoom out, well, let's first, no, I'll be making another part in which I will be showing you guys, in which I will be showing you guys how to get shadow into your drawing. But first, if you want to make some quick details, you can always put small lines like these, and then just quickly do something like that, and maybe even get some scales in there. You don't have to put that much scales into that point. And if you draw some detail into it that is actually not visible anymore, you can just go over it and darken it in just for a little, just like that. And I just want my whole dinosaur to be covered in these type of scales, so that's why I will be doing these lines of my whole dinosaur. So wait a second, I'll zoom out. And I will be cutting out this part until I've just covered the complete dinosaur in it. Hey guys, I'm back, and I've covered the whole dinosaur in it. So now it's time for some scales and details actually. So I'm just gonna be drawing some random scales, bigger ones actually over here, and just put some scales here and there, wherever you think he needs those scales to be. And you don't have to do this part, but it's optional actually. I personally find it looking better without those scales, unless you have a lot of time. And if you've got that time, then you can definitely put those scales in. But if you're just making a drawing video like me, then it will probably not be as good as it would be if you have some time to do it. So you can just put some scales there and here and wherever you like them to be, but you don't have to put them everywhere, because you've already drawn those lines in, and those lines are actually gonna help us for creating an illusion of detail later on, because we are going to put a lot of shadow into this drawing. So I'm just putting some random scales in, just very random scales. And right now I'm using a technique that I've actually showed you guys in another video, and if you haven't seen that video yet, just watch it. It's just called How to Draw a Dinosaur Very Easy, and that's the whole name behind it. So if you haven't watched it yet, just pause this video, open a new tablet, and yeah, just watch it, because if you watch that video, then you will see how easy you can get some scales into your drawing. just making some random skills, and it's very easy to do actually, and they don't have to look great at all. As soon as you put shadow over it, it will look pretty awesome. So again, I'm gonna cut out the spot where I'm just putting in these extra skills and stuff, because it's not pretty. There isn't much which is so important that I have to tell you, because otherwise you can't make this drawing. These are just some pretty easy parts, and just yeah, just put some random circles in your drawing, and that's just all basically. You don't have to put skills everywhere. Like, I'm going to leave this spot basically white, well, white, basically how it is right now, just a few skills like this, and then I'm done, and then I'll move on to another part. So yeah, I'll be back. So hey guys, I'm back, and I haven't covered the full dinosaur in skills yet, because I wanted to show you guys this part where you just have to copy something like a chicken feet and do the same over here. For the ones who didn't knew this part yet, here I am showing you guys how to do this part. Sorry. Just put these skills in there, and you can go on making your skills. And actually, let's make some skills over here too, and darken in this part just by a little bit, and do the same over here. So now you are just gonna darken in every muscle line or line where you want to add some more detail. Just like I am doing right now. Over here, just darken in a few lines. And those are very important lines, because we are going to be using those lines to create the shadow. And we will create the shadow in the next part. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Put in the comments below what you think about this video, and goodbye.